Pakatan Harapan still supported and appreciated by the people. 3.4 trillion ringgit GDP by 2030 achievable. Good afternoon. Welcome to News on 2. I'm Brendan Lepal. Now, Pakatan Harapan is still supported and appreciated by the people, referencing the allegation by some quarters that there was less support among Malaysians for PH. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said the study was inaccurate as it only had responses from a small group of people.
Saya sedar ada pihak yang menyatakan bahawa sokongan rakyat kepada Parti Pakatan Harapan ini telah menurun daripada 80% kepada 38%. Saya tak tahu dari mana mereka membuat kajian ini, tapi kadang-kadang bila kita ada sensus, bila kita ada satu kajian yang bukan keseluruhannya tetapi dengan bertanya kepada sebilangan yang kecil, pendapat mereka diambil seolah-olah itu adalah pendapat semua pihak. Kita berpendapat bahawa dia yang tidak tepat.
The PH chairman also said although PH was an alliance of 5 parties, it had managed to form a government which could discuss all matters and make decisions that were accepted by all. On another matter, Tun Dr. Mahathir said PH had managed to achieve 60% of its manifesto as promised during the 14th general election.
Yes, it was pointed out that many of us did not read thoroughly our own manifesto. We never made a promise to abolish toll, for example. But this is generally taken as part of our manifesto. And there are many other things which are not read carefully. And sometimes we get carried away with the views of the opposition.
He said this after a PH and Warisan Members of Parliament get-together event in Kuala Lumpur.
Not fully. Some we have achieved 100%.
Now, the targeted 3.4 trillion ringgit gross domestic products under the Shared Prosperity Vision SPV 2030 was calculated based on nominal or current prices that took into account the effects of inflation. A statement from the Economic Affairs Ministry said in order to meet that target, a 4.7% growth in constant prices should be achieved between 2018 and 2030, with an average inflation rate of 2.3% within the same period. However, Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said the figure is only placed as the government's target and will not be the sole proof of the wealth of the country or the people. This is because the government's priority is more toward ensuring the people have a strong purchasing power. In other words, the RM 3.4 trillion GDP target could be achieved with an average 7% growth in current prices between 2018 and 2030. The SPV 2030, which was launched on Saturday, clearly differentiates the two measurements as GDP can be measured in nominal or current prices and constant prices. GDP measured in nominal or current prices takes into account the effects of inflation, while GDP in constant prices does not factor in inflation rate. As such, it accounts for the fact that if the prices change but the output does not, nominal GDP would change. The ministry has also rebutted claims by former Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak that Putrajaya's nominal GDP calculation is wrong. Now, the welfare of the people should be a priority in the 2020 budget. In an interview with RTM, economic analyst Dr. Mohammad Yusuf Sari said the uncertainty of the global economy has directly made the country's economic growth to progressively impact the people. Dr. Mohammad Yusuf said it was important for the government to take measures to at least maintain the current economic growth, as it has a direct impact on the people. As for the upcoming budget, he believes several programs and aids for the B40 group, such as Bantuan Sara Hidup, BSH, would be maintained.
Cuma persoalan ni nak dinaikkan ke ataupun nak kekalkan pada kadar seperti yang tahun lepas. Pada pendapat saya, untuk menaikkan kadar tersebut agak sukar. Saya mungkin saya tak berapa yakin kadar tersebut akan dinaikkan pada tahun hadapan dengan kira situasi keadaan kewangan kerajaan semasa.
Betul.
Boleh diteruskan, tetapi ianya perlulah ditambah baik. Seperti yang dicadangkan oleh banyak penganalisis ekonomi termasuk saya sendiri, dan seperti yang terkandung dalam manifesto Pakatan Harapan. Dia menjanjikan, dan ramai penganalisis mahu melihat bantuan sara hidup ni diperkemaskan ini dengan cara kita sebenarnya penganalisis kita tidak menggalakkanlah pemberian dalam bentuk tunai.
Baik,
jadi kita cadangkan contohnya bagi dalam bentuk kupon ataupun kad kepada orang layak, supaya kita nak memastikan kad tersebut hanya mereka gunakan untuk membeli barangan yang asas dan menjadi keperluan pada mereka.
Touching on unemployment issues among youths that was said to be high, he said this has a lot to do with job mismatches among graduates. To overcome this, he said the government has to relook into profiling the youths according to their talents and skills. By doing this, he said, it would greatly assist the government in providing and creating opportunities that could maximize their talent. Now, the Royal Malaysian Police, PDRM, is confident that the upcoming Tanjung PI by-election in Johor next month will run smoothly. Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Abdul Hamid Bador said democratic process should be carried out peacefully and enjoyed by all parties. Tan Sri Abdul Hamid also said that the police would ensure the Tanjung PI by-election would be conducted in a civilized manner without any incident.
Dan SOP bagi PDRM tu sudah sedia ada, tapi saya sendiri tidak menyangkakan ada apa-apa yang tidak baik mungkin berlaku, saya yakin. Dan kesediaan anak buah saya di bawah tu memang cukup mantap lah. Bila-bila diperlukan mereka akan penugasan biasa saja, tidak ada yang luar biasa lah, ya. Saya tidak menyangkakan apa-apa. So di negeri Johor ni proses demokrasinya matang.
Tan Sri Abdul Hamid said that the people must practice mature politics and not using the social media as a platform to spread lies or make any statements involving sensitive issues. He also said the police will be monitoring social media sites for any fake news, pornographic contents, or any statements that could disrupt racial harmony. He was speaking after presenting the Pingat Jasa Pahlawan Negara to 195 recipients comprising policemen who had served during the communist insurgency in a ceremony at the Johor Contingent Police Headquarters. Now, the hearing of 3 million ringgit corruption and criminal breach of trust (CBT) case involving former Felda chairman Tan Sri Ahmad Isa Abdul Samad begins today at the Kuala Lumpur High Court, with the prosecution ready with 5 witnesses. According to the case list, the case will be heard before Judge Muhammad Nazli Muhammad Ghazali starting today until the 10th of October and continues on 14th until the 25th of October. On 14th December 2018, Tan Sri Muhammad Esa pleaded not guilty to 1 count of criminal breach of trust, 9 counts of receiving gratification amounting to more than 3 million ringgit by approving a proposal for the purchase of a hotel in Kuching, Sarawak for Felda Investment Corporation, FIC Sendirian Berhad. The offence was allegedly made at Menara Felda, Kuala Lumpur on the 29th of April 2014. Tan Sri Muhammad Isa was charged under Section 409 of the Penal Code, which provides an imprisonment of up to 20 years, whipping and a fine. On the corruption charges, Tan Sri Muhammad Isa allegedly made the offences at Menara Felda between the 21st of July 2014 and 11th of December 2015. He was charged under Section 16, Subsection A of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Protection Commission (MACC) Act of 2019, punishable under Section 24, subsection 1 of the same law, which provides a jail term not exceeding 20 years and a fine of at least 5 times the bride amount, or 10,000 ringgit, whichever is higher, if convicted. More than 100,000 people have signed up for the healthcare protection scheme for the low-income B40 group, PERCA B40, that allowed them to get free health screening at registered health and private clinics. PERCA B40 also provide assistance in treatment, transport and incentive to complete cancer treatment. Deputy Health Minister Dr. Lee Boon Chye urged more eligible individuals to register under PERCA B40.
Setakat ini, mereka yang daftar di bawah program ini telah melebihi 100,000 orang. Layak menerima bantuan untuk rawatan kanser sekiranya ada kanser, untuk bantuan transport, pengangkutan sekiranya memerlukan rawatan di hospital, dan juga bantuan alat perubatan.
Dr. Lee was speaking to reporters after officiating the blood donation campaign at Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan Cina, Sungwah in Kuala Kangsar, Perak. Recipients of the Bantuan Sara Hidup or BSH and registered partner aged 50 and above are automatically eligible to join the PERCA B40 scheme. The Malaysian Agricultural Research and Development Institute, MARDI, has introduced the country's first hybrid paddy known as MR12H. Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry Ministry Secretary General Datuk Muhammad Salihuddin Hassan said this new paddy hybrid has the potential to increase the yields between 15 to 20% and it's suitable for cultivation in moderately fertile land areas. Datuk Muhammad Salihuddin added that the paddy variety was developed since 2007, with the pilot project was carried out at Mulong and Teratak Pulai.
Kita dapat lihatlah benih ini insya-Allah akan menjadi satu pilihan kepada pesawah. Sebab benih ini dia tahan, dia ada rintangan pada penyakit karah. Ini satu perkara yang kita boleh banggakan. Kita dah mula melihat ke arah untuk menyediakan benih-benih berbentuk hybrid. Insya-Allah saya jangkakan kita dapat mengedarkan kepada pesawah untuk tanaman bagi musim kedua tahun depan.
He was met after launching the MR12H hybrid paddy at Ladang Merdeka Mulong, Kota Baru. In another development, he said the ministry was monitoring the attack of a species of pest called the fall armyworm on corn plants in Perlis, Perak, Kedah and Johor, which began in January to ensure that it did not spread to paddy fields. He added that the attacks were an international problem and Malaysia was in the midst of getting assistance from China to resolve the matter. Now that concludes this afternoon's edition of News on 2. A reminder of our top story, Pakatan Harapan still supported and appreciated by the people. Join us again 7 p.m. this evening as we bring you news locally and from around the world. Till then, I'm Brendan Lepal. Thank you for watching.